Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Welcome back to From Heroes to Icons. I'm Jason. Here we are with the final episode of What If, episode 9. Promptly, some name it What If the Watcher broke his vow. Me personally, I just call it the Guardians of the Multiverse. As we know, for those that have been watching, last episode, the Mad Ultron, should I call him Mad? I don't know. Pretty much has broke through the barriers of the multiverse. Watcher had no choice but to throw hands with him, and barely escapes with his life. And now, at the end of that, he joined with the isolated Doctor Strange in a pocket piece of universe. Now he's on the hunt for his own Avengers, looking to defeat this version of Ultron and thus save the multiverse. Wrote these characters down. Don't know why I forgot it. Only watched it once. Didn't really have time to mull the thing over in my mind. Watch it over with my son. Enjoy it again. Guaranteed. 10 out of 10. 5-star cartoon. It was, I think, 5 minutes longer than the rest of the episodes. The rest of the episodes were about 28 minutes. This went 33 minutes and some change. A little bit longer. Lot going on in this. The Watcher jumps from multiverse to multiverse. Obviously, we know pretty much, if we've been watching the entire series, who he's looking to get. He gets Captain Carter, Star-Lord T'Challa, which he is in the middle of saving Peter Quill. He gets Gamora, who has armor that looks very reminiscent of Thanos. Party Thor, Killmonger, which is a questionable decision at that. Of course, Doctor Strange, and then they run into the Black Widow that was trying to save her universe, which I guess was the original universe where this Ultron came from. And not really too spoilerific. They meet and they have like a pocket dimension that resembles a bar from Peggy Carter's time. Thor wants out and everybody else is pretty much in. From the jump, we know, Killmonger, he ain't about that superhero life. So on the low, he has his own plans. Unfortunately, makes the perfect villain, but makes you hate him even the more. So they have their little get together. It's Marvel really skates the line between keeping it really, really good and then also like making you not like how they do it. I'm not a fan of the Marvel humor. I'm just a serious dude anyway, but from all the movies, really, never been a fan of Marvel's type of humor. And in this type of situation, you're really looking for them to get to the nitty gritty. And then they have like that idiotic joking and stuff like that. And before the big battle, they're sitting around a little bonfire on like a desolate planet where there's no life and they're having drinks or whatever. You know what I mean? And then Thor, I'm Thor! Bang! Gigantic lightning everywhere or whatever. And Ultron's like, oh, here you are. And thus the fight commences. They're battling with Ultron. Black Widow jumps into the mix. They're all on the same side. T'Challa got them hands, though. Steals a gem. They're going back and forth trying to get the gem back. He gets the gem back. But then you see everybody fully capable. And the Black Widow and Agent Carter, they nice with them shields, son. That's all I gotta say. But Ultron gets the gems back and battle ensues. Doctor Strange is definitely cosmically endowed in this, using all of the abilities that he absorbed from all the interdimensional monsters that he's absorbed. It gets live. And of course, the ladies save the day pretty much. They get it. So kind of really hurt Ultron. They find the arrow that has the Hydra. I forgot my dude, Aram Zola virus in it. They get him with that, which is pretty dope. Uh, of course, right then when Ultron is down, my boy Killmonger, turncoat, he comes, gets the gems, kind of absorbs the Ultron suit with his vibranium and the gems, and he's like, "Yo, this is the chance we've been waiting for. Nah, man, let's do this." And they're like, "You're wilding right now. What's going on?" And Doctor Strange is like, "Again, here we go." So the Vision wakes up. Ultron wakes up like, "Nah, those are mine." But he's being controlled now by Aram Zola. So a tug of war ensues between Killmonger and the Aram Zola Ultron. And while the gems are like in flux or whatever, Doctor Strange is like, "Oh, we wasn't supposed to win. We were supposed to," he kind of digs what the Watcher has set up, and he kind of puts him in stasis or whatever for a quick second. Then the Watcher jumps out, bow, and like crystallizes them in like this miniature universe by themselves. Ta-da! Save the day. It was dope. Not gonna go into all the super, different scenes of the fighting and all. It was dope. I give it a 5 only because the story flowed pretty good, except for those little parts where they didn't. But I guess, that's the Marvel method of storytelling in this cinematic universe. The Watcher, takes them in this little crystallized universe, shrinks them down, and gives it to Doctor Strange. Like, now you're the caretaker. If it ever cracks, you know what I mean? You're going to have to do something. But until then, it's the Vision, Ultron, Aram Zola, and Killmonger kind of stuck in stasis with the Infinity Gems. Stuck in between them. Neither of them could get them. Under the watchful eye of Doctor Strange. He gets ready to send everybody back to their universe. Everybody goes back. Peggy Carter, of course, is kind of reluctant to go back. She misses Steve. Just send me back or whatever. And he was like, that universe there needs you. You know what I'm saying? Like, trust me. So she goes back to her universe. The last to leave is the Black Widow, which her planet is like in desolation. There's no one left alive. I ain't going back. You know what I mean? Like, I don't care what you do. She's like, I'll stay here. Whatever. So, he was just like, I was waiting for you to say that. And he brings her back pretty much kind of to where the Avengers are, where they're fighting Loki in the first Avengers film. But they're on the helicarrier, which is kind of dope. You know what I'm saying? And she comes, saves Nick Fury with the super kick. And Loki's like, "Oh, they told me you were dead." Bow, they knock him out or whatever. And, chaos is going on. They're fighting the Chitauri and all of this stuff. And Nick Fury's like, "I know you're not my widow." He's like, "But I know you have her spirit." And she pretty much joins that Avengers, takes the place of the Natasha that died. In that universe, they live happily ever after. It goes off, credits roll for a second. Credits come, show comes back on. Shows Peggy with her Black Widow. And they're like, "Yo, how's it going?" Black Widow saves her from fighting Batroc because she's like kind of out of place from being, in the other multiverse. And they're walking through this base or whatever, and be like, "Yo, we found something you might like." He's like, "Look in the crate." She looks in the crate, and the old Hydra Stomper from episode 1 is inside of it. And she was like, "And you wouldn't believe what we found with it. It's somebody that you might want to see." So we know that somehow Steve Rogers and the Hydra Stomper both have survived. And now Peggy Carter will be reunited with little man Steve. Roll the credits. got a little heartfelt moment right there. Little tearjerker moments, you know what I'm saying? This episode was super dope. I didn't like everything. I didn't like all 9 episodes. But this is definitely a season we know the 2 or 3 episodes I really didn't care for was just setting up the multiverse, Avengers or Guardians of the Multiverse, whatever you want to call them. But it was dope. It was dope. Definitely gonna watch all 9 episodes over. I'm gonna watch it over with Josh just to see if there's something I missed. It seemed like sometimes, I'm looking with the, as my wife says, the purest eye. I'm looking at it because I'm a purist. So we're gonna see, what the next generation have to say about it. But definitely a show worth watching and a show worth rewatching. And that's my take on it. As the series as a whole, I give it a 4. It was dope. The artwork was dope. The Watcher, totally on point. Blew my mind. And of course, the season finale, just as great as the first episode. Oh, and that is it. Hope to see you guys soon. Don't know what's coming out next. I think they pushed Hawkeye back. So I don't know what show's coming out for Marvel next. I may or may not do a review of that, but it seems like this was lukewarm received, these reviews, so we'll see if I'll do anything else after this. I have to say it. Please like, share, and subscribe if you already haven't. And I'll catch you guys next time. As always, be great and do great. Peace.